When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Washington Huskies. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he's going to bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Broncos will have some work to do after that short return. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Back to pass, it's Eaton. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He'll try it again. Got room at the 35. There he goes down the right side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Broncos! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Boise State's offense has the ball for the first time. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Well, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down the middle of the field, that's getting picked.
And these guys are going to be right in the middle of the field, flying all over the field, and quarterbacks, they are locked in and not throwing the ball near those guys.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And it's right down the boulevard. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Judowski. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Dropping back, it's Eaton. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Broncos will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Running back searching for a hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And the Huskies are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Defenses have to be so good with their eye discipline and focus. And as linebackers and DBs, you're watching the offensive line to see if guys are pulling. That could be a tell the misdirection play is coming. And you saw it right there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Trying to pick up a first down. Going to run it. It's Singletary. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
After that last completion, it's second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a third and short from the 40. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Oh, look out! He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. On the ground, it's Trudovsky. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Singletary. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. Across the 25, he's got room. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds him out of the backfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the knee.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
A loss of 11 on the play. 2nd down.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. Nice, you got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better. That can make the right decisions. That can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts. And that's when they have those great football teams.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Grabbed behind the line. It's McClain. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance, even if it's not. Successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd down, going up top. It's complete to the left.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the 1st down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Never a doubt. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Eden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Brings up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a crease to the left. At the 35, he's open. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And man, did he find a way to close with that 48-yard run for 6. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
On the option. He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. Afterburners coming. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the returner will be brought down. Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Fires on the move. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Eaton. Caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll throw it on first down. It's on target and complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Boise State, 10.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No reason. For a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Offense set on first down. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the single back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Finds the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Touchdown, Washington! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Trying to move them on the counter. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to throw at Deaton. He's going to throw deep right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looking for a block. It's Singletary. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for it. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news nice about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
On second down, wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's McClain. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The short hands, it's Thomas. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He is smashing people. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make...
Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this isn't a...
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Throws to the wideout. Still running at the 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. To throw, it's Eaton. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. On the return, it's Singletary. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Leaves it with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return. Big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes, getting to the football.
The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Broncos decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you put them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Estrada. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Showing off the arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Washington will snap it in the red zone.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the air one more time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Huskies! And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Just needs a crack to get a return. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the lone running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Huskies are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Discards a man.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They want that clock to run. Smacks it with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Washington! And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
He finds his man. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Open runway ahead. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the center bench.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Crosses the 30. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Might as well stick with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. He breaks a tackle, and the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Eaton. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 40. Before he stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late. Know they're running the football, and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They'll go to the toss. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense going all in to stop the run. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They're bringing heat. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. Just buried, just plowing down the field. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Washington.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. One more play to pad the stats. Now they'll run it to the right here. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. This is what an elite team does.